Every general manager that's on a contending club is saying, I want that guy. Cooking.
There's that fastball again.
Everybody in baseball knows you've got one of the best changeups in the game. The numbers tell a story after that.
He's the guy for any contender that needs a big-time starting pitcher. He's the one they're going to go after.
And he struck him out. That's some serious blue by you right there.
Welcome back to MLB Central. Cliff Floyd, Anthony Recker, Robert Flores. Luis Castillo gets the start tonight for the Cincinnati Reds, and obviously it begs the question, how many more starts will Luis Castillo have for the Cincinnati Reds? Obviously, the trading deadline is next week. So, Cliff, if you're preparing to face Luis Castillo tonight, what are those hitter meetings like? What's your preparation like?
Very uncomfortable, one. Very uncomfortable, because now I think he's hit his stride. He looks comfortable. And you're trying to figure out, do I ambush him early? Like, you're trying to figure out certain things that's going to give you one
You know the
edge.
changeup is coming.
He's so dominant. You know what's coming. I don't want to get to the changeup. So when you think about what Luis Castillo brings to the table, it is dirt after dirt. It is filth, 90-mile-an-hour changeup that falls off the table, and then his same arm slot, 99 on the black. So nothing center cut. That's the difference. When you watch it, guys, if it is center cut, it has movement and it locks you up as a lefty. Boom. High elevated 97-mile-an-hour fastball. So when you talk about some of the things that he does consistently, that changeup is what you don't want to get to. And if you're a team looking to take your team to the postseason and not just get in, but to win it,
this guy's a number one.
He's the guy.
He's a number one.
He's the guy that takes me back to when the Astros, and you've heard me say this a lot, Flo, when Astros acquired Justin Verlander, it was like, come take us over the top and help us win a World Series. Not help us, like win us a World Series.
Yeah, win it for us. Yeah.
Win it for us. Yeah. He didn't lose a game, and they essentially went on to win the World Series. This is what I think he brings to the table, Luis Castillo. I think he's that good. I think he's not worried about him pitching and the pressure of him, going to a big city, bright lights. Him pitching in Cincinnati will have no effect on him going and being somewhere incredible for that team wherever he goes.
What could it be like to be behind the plate to catch someone like that?
Oh, it's fun. I mean, look, I got to catch some great, whether Jacob deGrom, Noah Syndergaard. I mean, you could go up and down the list, but when you're behind the plate for someone like this with that much talent, it's so much fun because what I love about him is he's got a 3-pitch mix. You could really say 4-pitch mix because he throws the 4-seam and a sinker. So realistically, and we're looking right now at this is the lowest opponent average versus 4 seams this year. All these other 4 guys, those are relievers. Again, minimum 75 plate appearances. Those are relievers. This guy is the best starter in baseball with his 4-seam fastball.
Wow.
The best. And it's not even close. 138. That is microscopic. So he has a huge weapon right there in his 4-seamer. Now, you can go to the sinker, and what's funny is highest batting average against is a sinker. Well, he's given up 14 hits on it this year. 11 are singles. That's because he gets a ton of ground balls. And those singers, they're just balls that get through the hole. They're just balls that find holes. This is his contact pitch. He says, he gives it up and says, you know what? Here, you can make contact with this pitch. I don't care. I'm looking for a double play. That's fine. He's got that weapon in his arsenal. Then he's got some wipeout pitches. The slider, to me, look, I'm a right-handed hitter. He throws this slider a good amount to righties. I don't want to see that. Are you kidding me? Are you? After he throws a 4-seamer up under my chin, throws a sinker down and in, and he can do that, then he'll throw a changeup to a righty too. Look at that thing. That is a weapon. When you can go right on right change after 100 with the fastball and a sinking fastball, you have no chance. And that's what is impressive. He's got a full arsenal as a catcher. When I'm calling a game and I have someone like that, all I'm thinking about is I can toy with these guys. And I love watching their eyes, watching them think. They're up at the plate thinking they have no idea what's coming, and the stuff moves. They have zero shot. Now I think about, okay, this guy's so good with that 4-seam. We talked about that. Look at some of these teams. The top 3 there, they're not in playoff contention. Look at those bottom 2. Rays and Orioles. Okay, AL East teams, they struggle against the 4-seam fastball. 237, 237. Those are your 5 worst against the 4-seam fastball this year in baseball. So would it make sense for a team like the Yankees to go out and get him?
Yeah.
Knowing that those 2 teams
even without these numbers, it would make sense.
100%. Maybe you can even say the Rays should go get him, or the O's should go get him, or the Red Sox should go get him. Or we talked about the Blue Jays adding a pitcher. The Blue Jays should, because those are wild card teams right there.
Yeah.
See, when I look at those numbers, that's great. I think that's outstanding. But sometimes the eye test is just give me him. Just give me Luis.
100%.
He's going to dominate the game. When he's out of the stretch, when he makes those subtle adjustments that every pitcher and every player make, it's like just give him the ball, get out of his way, and you call everything, and let him don't think about nothing.
Well, he gets the start tonight for the Cincinnati Reds, but where and for whom will his next start be next week?